And then now I'm on TikTok. I am live streaming in two places. Good morning. Happy Friday. It's August 29th. The summer's almost gone. Labor Day is Monday in the States. So if you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. And I have a question I'm going to ask everybody as you're getting on. And I did put this on my TikTok account. I also put this on um, my YouTube channel. But are you getting paid for being on social media? And most of you that are jumping on here, good morning, Todd. Good morning, Kata. Good morning, is it Funkin Wilson? What do people call you? The question I'm asking everybody today is: do you get paid for being on social media? I do. And you're probably spending a lot more time on social media than you realize scrolling. And if you actually started keeping track of the time you're spending on social media, and it's probably more than you realize, why not get paid for it? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. My question today is, I'll see if anybody will answer me. Are you getting paid to be on social media? I am. Are you getting paid to be on social media? Drop me a comment. And like when most of these lives that I do, and I do the same thing. You can just jump on a live. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to comment. You don't have to show your face. You could be laying on your couch with your phone, or you could even be on the toilet for all anybody knows. Um, but why are you on, when I say why are you on social media? And then today I'm asking, and I doubt anybody's going to answer me. I will answer the question: do you get paid for being on social media? And the answer for me is yes. For most of you jumping on, and you're probably spending more time on scrolling on social media and letting more time go by than you realize, and you're not getting paid for it. So why not get paid for it? Do you get paid for being on social media? I do. And I try to spend, I could limit my time because I've got this down to like 2 hours a day. Jabberation, you said you're not paid. Okay. Well, you're on social media, and you're probably spending more time on social media than you realize, because you get on and you say you're only going to be on for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then an hour goes by or two. Why not get paid for it? I get paid for being on here, and it's literally, I mean, you can be making money from your phone. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Lou's Kitchen. What do people call you? Some of you, your names actually on TikTok. I can see who's coming on TikTok. YouTube doesn't show me that. They only show me the number of people that are coming on. But my question I'm asking people today, and I answered it, and I'll answer it again: do you get paid for being on social media? The answer for me for that is yes. And a lot of you, you're probably spending more time on social media than you realize. You get on and you say you're only please don't send me an invitation to come on. I've had people, I think, just about every day I've been on here. If I want to invite somebody on, I will reach out to that person, but don't send me things to invite you to come on. I pick who comes on with me. So please don't do that, because then you interrupt me and then I got to go do something and tell TikTok. So please don't do that. If I want to invite somebody on, I will. So my question today is, and you're all on social media, and you're probably spending more time on social media than you even realize. Do you get paid to be on social media? Because I get paid to be here. The answer for that to me is yes. And TikTok is telling me somebody has not put some not nice comments, and they filtered them out. Joy, please don't send me an invitation. If I want to invite somebody, I'll invite them, and then I end up have to stop, and I got to tell TikTok something, and it just disrupts the whole live. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning, MH. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Carol. So my question today is, and I've had one person answer: are you getting paid to be on social media? The person that did answer said no. The answer to that question for me is yes. I get paid to be on here. A lot of you are probably spending a lot more time on social media than you realize if you were counting it up. Why not get paid? So, I mean, I doubt one person did answer, and she said no. Well, you can't. You can turn your phone into an ATM, and if you think about how much time we spend on our phones and how much time we spend on social media, and most of you, you're not making money for that time. You're probably spending way more time on it than you realize. You may say you're only going to get on social media for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then it turns into an hour, and the hour into two. If you could like my live, I'd really appreciate it. Whether you're on my TikTok account or my YouTube channel, it helps my YouTube channel. It helps my TikTok account. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like it, because I see more people coming on, but and only one person has answered that question. Polar Bear, good morning. Good morning, Jax. Good morning, Auntie Joe. What do people call you? I can see TikTok does, when people are coming on, TikTok does show me. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Polar Bear. What do people call you? Good morning, Delanda. Good morning, Paula. The question I'm asking people today is, do you get paid for being on social media? I mean, I do. And the one person, your brother is suffering for CP. What is CP? Um, I'm not sure what you mean by CP. If you could say what that is, I'm not sure. I'm sorry if it's some sort of an illness. Good morning, Real Click. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Sarah. So if you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Um, oh, okay. You could probably search that from Google. If you search what he has, and then, you know, ask for, you can go to Google or go to Chat GPT and ask that, because Chat GPT could give you some ideas about organizations that help, because there's usually some nonprofits for something. Good morning, Auntie Joe. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, KRM. Yeah, if you'd like my video, I'd really appreciate it, whether you're on my TikTok account or you're on my YouTube channel. Today I titled this, thank you, Annie Joe. Good morning, Nano5. What do people call you? I mean, I titled this today, get paid to be on social media. Or do you get paid for being on social media? Mary Grace, if you go to payudaily.com, or you can click above, go to my profile, click on it. There's a link there that says payudaily.com. That's my website. You can put your email address in. There's 2 videos to watch in the page. I encourage you to go through all that. You'll get an email from me. I do have a free PDF. With the free PDF, that's yours to keep. You can click on it, download it, save it to your computer. That is outlining a blueprint that I use that work in 2 hours a day. But you can go check that out. If you have questions, you can respond back to the email. But if you go through the videos and the page, it should answer all your questions. If not, reply to the email. You'll get an email from me. And the PDF is yours to keep. And you can try this on your own, but I can save you a year and thousands of dollars. I did that the first year. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have training. I didn't have a proven system that I was using. And I literally went to Google. I searched Make Money Online. I bought a website. They sent me a 3-page PDF with how to set up pay-per-click ads. I did set up pay-per-click ads. I spent $3,000. I was sending traffic to a replicated website, which you never want to do, and I didn't make any money. So you need that. Annie Joe, you need to go to payudaily.com or come up to the front top of my thing, right where it says my profile, The Real Linda Bomba. Click that. There's a link there. It says payudaily.com. There's 2 videos. Watch the videos, read the page. You will get an email from me that has a free PDF outlining the blueprint. You can keep that. You can click on that, save that to your computer. It's yours to keep. And if you have any questions, if you go through all the videos and the page, you should have answered all your questions. If it doesn't, you can respond back to my email with any questions you might have. So you can just check that out. It's payudaily.com. But if you come right up here on my, it's up at the top here on the left, on my left, it might be your right, where it says my handle name, The Real Linda Bomba. Click that. The link will be there, payudaily.com. That's my website. Opt in, give your email address, watch the 2 videos, read the page, and you will get an email from me with the PDF. There's a link in the PDF. You can keep it. That's yours to keep. You can save it, download it to your computer. If you have questions, you can respond back to the email. How to join from Phil's, or do you mean the Philippines? Okay, this is global. So you want to do the same thing. You want to go to the top of my thing here, over here on the top with my handle name, The Real Linda Bomba, or just go up to my profile. That is my profile. Click the link. It's payudaily.com. The link is right there. You can take you to my website, put your email address in, watch the 2 videos, go through the page. You will get an email from me with a link with the um, PDF that's yours to keep. You can save that. You can download it and save it. It's yours. That's the outline, an outline of the blueprint I'm using. I'm following a step-by-step blueprint, working 2 hours a day. It's digital marketing. It's 100% profit. If you've done, because the money comes directly to you, it doesn't go to a company. If you've done network marketing or affiliate marketing or high ticket affiliate marketing, I've done all of those. The money goes to the company and then they pay you. Most of the time, it's somewhere between 20 and 40%. There's a few out there that pay more, but I like digital marketing because you make 100%. It comes directly to you. You pick a merchant account. I love Stripe. Stripe lets me withdraw up to $500 every single day, and it literally takes 15 minutes to get to my bank account. So you're not sharing any profits with the company. The only thing that goes to the company, there's a $39 one-time website fee to set up your website, but we teach you the correct way to use social media, how to build an email list. And most of you, when I ask why are you on social media, and nobody wants to answer. And the truth is, you're looking for ways to make money from home, or you've been trying something or some things, and you're not getting the results that you want. So you're jumping around, and my live is probably not the only live you're jumping on, because I've been doing these now. It's over a month. I'm here every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing these. And today I was just talking about, somebody asked me to do social training on social media marketing, and I did. I did also talked about email marketing, because if you're using social media and you're not using email marketing, that you're sending people, if you're trying to build an audience on, it doesn't matter if it's TikTok, YouTube, what the platform doesn't matter. If you're not sending people to something, a website, a capture page, a landing page, a squeeze page, they're all the same thing, where you can get that person's email address and get them on your email list. Because social media works. There's over like 5 billion people on social media, but you don't own your social media accounts. You can lose them at any time. I've lost a bunch of them. You don't own it. You don't control it. So you want to build an email list. You own that. You control it. And you need software called an autoresponder. And I know when I first started doing this, somebody told me you don't need an autoresponder. Yeah, you do need an autoresponder. Out of all the tools I use, an autoresponder is the most essential. And you can start with many of them. And the one I use, you can start for free and get up to 2,000 subscribers. But if you're serious about building an email list, you're going to get over 2,000 subscribers, and it's going to cost you to get an account. It's software you use, you attach it to your website, and then you have a series of emails that go out automatically on your behalf. And that's where the automation comes in for this, because your job is, and we're all doing the same thing, is to get traffic. And I've generated tens of thousands of leads for free from social media into your system. And I do see people, see people buy Facebook ad, a solo ad, and they're sending traffic to a sales page, which you never want to do, because the issue with that is, or a replicated website, you only have one chance to talk to them, and then after that, they're gone off your page, and you can't talk to them again. And like, I had somebody that got on my email list in October of last year, October 2024. I did talk to her a few times on TikTok, and she bought something from me in July. She was on my list for 10 months. You need to, figure out a way to generate leads. You can do that on social media for free. Be generating leads, getting people on your email list, and then nurturing those leads. Good morning. WAPA P883. I'm not sure if that's what people call you. If you want to join, go to the top where my profile is. You can see it up at there where it says The Real Linda Bomba. Click that, or just on my profile, there's a link there, payudaily.com. That is my website. You want to go to the website, put your email address in. There's 2 videos. You want to watch both of them. You want to read the page, go through the information so you can understand it. And then you will get an email from me that has a free PDF. There's a link in the email. There's also another video from me. Click the link. You can download the PDF and save it to your computer. That's free. That's the blueprint we're using. I'm following a step-by-step blueprint, working 2 hours a day. If you want to go work off of that, go ahead. I can save you time and money. I did that initially. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have training. I didn't have a system. And I spent a year and $3,000 on pay-per-click ads, and I didn't make any money. So you definitely need a system. You need a mentor. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Good morning. Um, I am your Shelley. Is it Shaya? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name because these things are coming up and they're hard to read. Thanks, Michelle, for liking the video. I appreciate it. If anybody else wants to like my video, whether you're on my TikTok account or you're on my YouTube channel, I appreciate it. Good morning, Jonathan. So I was talking today, and a couple of people asked me how to join. If you want to join, you want to see what I'm doing, go to the top to my profile, payudaily.com. There's a link there with my website. It says payudaily.com. Put your email address in. There's 2 videos you need to watch. There's a page, read the page. You're getting an email from me with the PDF. There's a link in the email with the PDF. You can download that and save it to your computer. That is an outline of the blueprint that I'm following, and the people in my group, all of us are following. It's a proven blueprint, working 2 hours a day. But if you're trying to do this, and a lot of you, anytime I say, why are you on social media? Today I'm talking about, do you get paid for being on social media? Because I do. And one person answered and she said no, because most of you are on social media and you may be spending way more time than you realize, and you're not getting paid for it. And you could say you're only going to get on for 10 minutes, and then an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, and you spend all this time scrolling on Facebook. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Tasha. If you're jumping on, so I am talking about that today. And when I ask people, why are you on social media? Like hardly anybody answers. And the question I was asking today was, get paid to be on social media? Do you get paid for being on social media? I do. I had one person, she did answer. She said no. I mean, you're probably spending more time on social media than you realize scrolling every day. And if you started keeping track of the time, because you may say, I'm getting on, you're getting on for 2 minutes, and then an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, 3 hours go by, and you could be making money. And instead of just, you're just lamely scrolling on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform it is. And it's so easy now because we have all the platforms. And the ones that I use and I'm on the most, I've got apps on my phone so I can get to it anytime. Good morning, Brandy. If you're jumping on, the question of the day is, and I've only had one person answer, are you getting paid to be on social media? The one person that answered, she did say no. And the reality is, most of that you're on here, you're not getting paid. And when I ask, why are you on social media? And like nobody answers, it's because you're looking for ways to make money from home. This is most of you, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want. So you're jumping on, and it's not just good morning, Marianne. It's not just my live people are jumping on. It's how many other people live stream every single day on TikTok or whatever platform you're on. And you're looking for a way to make some money from home, or you're already been trying and you're not getting the results you want. And I did ask, and I got one person to answer me, do you get paid for being on social media? The answer for me is yes, I do. The person who answered, and she was being honest, she said no. You're probably spending more time on social media than you realize, just scrolling. Why not get paid for it? Good morning, Victoria. Good morning. I saw also, if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I apologize. Where are you coming in from? Love to know why you're on social media. I do online marketing, making money from home, and I teach other people how to do the same thing. And I've been doing these now for over a month. I'm here every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And a lot of you, and I think a lot of people, why people don't answer is because you just don't want to say that you're looking for a way to make money from home, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want. And I did put that question today, are you getting paid to be on social media? I am. And the one person that has answered said no. And if you're on social media, why not get paid for it? And you're probably, you get on, you say you're going to be on for 5 or 10 minutes, you're scrolling on social media, and an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, you're probably spending more time than you even realize just scrolling. Why not be making some money? So if you're jumping on, or if you don't want to answer that question or why you're on social media, where are you coming in from? I live outside the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's about 40 miles outside the city in the Northeast. I'm close to New York. I could probably drive to New York in about 2 hours. It's not that far from me. Good morning, B. Maddie, 102908. What do people call you? Um, so that was what good morning, Lisa. Why, what I decided to make not so much a topic, but a question. Why you're on social media. And I was asking today, do you get paid to be on social media? I do. Now, one person was honest enough to answer, and she said no. And the truth is, most of you're on here because you're either looking for a way to make money from home, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want. Good morning, Rachel. If you're jumping on, where are you coming in from? I'd love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, CE Mac. What do people call you? I know that's your handle name, but what do people call you? Good morning, John. Good morning, your Nardi. I probably didn't pronounce that correctly. I apologize. Good morning, Angela. Where are you coming in from? I'd love to know why you're on social media. I mean, today I was talking about, good morning, Nicole, to ask, do you get paid to be on social media? Now, one person has answered my question. I'm on TikTok and I'm also on my YouTube channel. I'm live streaming in two places. She said no. And probably the reality is most of you are on here. You're not making any money from being on social media. You're probably spending more time scrolling than you realize. And you could say you're only going to get on for 10 minutes, and then an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, and you still you're not making any money. And then you're like, oh, an hour or 2 hours, and you're spending time on social media. Why not get paid for it? And a lot of you, and when I ask the question why you're on social media, and like hardly anybody answers, I've had a handful of people, and I've been doing these now for like over a month. You're looking for ways to make money from home, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want. Good morning, E Bunny. What do people call you? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. If you have a question about something, you drop in the comments. If you need help with something, I did have somebody ask me to do a training about social media marketing. And I did another one about email marketing, because if you're using social media and you're not using email marketing, because if you're building an audience and people are starting to follow you and stuff, and you're sending them to something like a website that just has information, a sales page, or something like a replicated website, you don't want to do that, because you only have one chance to talk to the person. And when they go off your website, they're gone. You can't keep talking to them. You want to send them to a system where a capture page or a landing page where you get their email address. You want to get them on your email list. And you do need a tool called an autoresponder. It's software to be building an email list and attach your capture page, your website to that, and have a series of emails that go out automatically for you. That's where the automation comes in on this, because that's working for you 24/7. I spent a whole year when I got into this industry. I literally went to Google, I searched make money online. I bought a website. They sent me a 3-page PDF setting up how to set up pay-per-click ads. And I sending traffic to a replicated website that I know now you never want to do that. You want to send it to a capture page or a website to get their email, and nothing converted. And I spent $3,000 on pay-per-click ads. I'd spent a year doing that. And then I realized I knew I needed to get around somebody that has done what I wanted to do. So you may be doing that and not getting any results. You need to start sending them to something, a website with a system that's behind it, because then those emails go out for you automatically. Good morning, Linda. We teach you a proven system, working step-by-step, working 2 hours a day. So you can get this down to 2 hours a day. A lot of you may have full-time jobs, or you're a stay-at-home mom, or some of you have had some people jump on this that they're working 2 jobs. Which they don't, and I have done that. I've worked a full-time and a part-time job, and you just don't have any time to yourself. You don't have any time to spend with your family or do anything that you want. And if you're working a job, you need time off, you got to ask. And I don't have to do that. I mean, I make my own hours. If I need to do something, I don't have to ask somebody for permission to leave the job or whatever. And some of you are working full-time jobs. Some of you may be working more than one job. We had a woman in our group, she was working 3 jobs, and she never had time to see her kids or anything. And she started doing this, and I'm talking about digital marketing where you get 100% resale rights. She started doing this, and now she's made. She quit. She made it was making enough money after she did this for like 6 months to a year or 2 years. She quit her jobs. So yeah, you can do that, but I don't recommend anybody. You don't want to quit your job until you're making the same amount of money online that you were making um, at the job you had. So if you're jumping on, let me know. Good morning, Pastor Mike. Good morning. Oh, is it Winkle? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Does anybody want to share why, the truth, why you're on social media? Um, or my other question, are you getting paid to be on social media? One person answered, she was honest, and she said no. I mean, the answer for me is yes, but she said no. And I think for most of you, the answer is no. You're spending time on social media, you're scrolling. I think most of you are jump on these because you're either trying to make money from home and it's not going the way that you like it, or you're looking for a way to do that. Good morning, Ron. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. I started this journey. I do online marketing, making money from home, and I teach other people how to do the same thing. I started this journey, actually, it'll be 14 years next month. When I lost my job and I couldn't find another one, I was broke, unemployed, in foreclosure. And this industry, if I hadn't found this industry and I hadn't found digital marketing, I don't know that I'd still have my house. We have now in our community over 55,000 people, and there's the one woman I was sharing with. Good morning, Ron. She was working 3 jobs and she had no time to do anything or see her kids. And she started doing this, and she's been able to leave those 3 jobs now. Once you get to a point where you're making the same amount of money you were at the job, you can leave your job. You just don't want to quit. And I've had people do that, and that's not smart, because how long it's going to take you to start making money, I don't know. And I didn't, when I started, some of the things I have now, I did not have when I started. In fact, I didn't know anybody. So I was searching, and I did go to Google, bought a website, did that for a year. I spent $3,000 in pay-per-click ads. I was sending traffic to a replicated website, which you never want to do. I didn't make any money. And then after a year of that, I knew I needed to get around somebody who had done what I wanted to do. I got on Facebook and I started meeting people, and getting around someone, because you need a mentor that's done what you've wanted to do, because success leaves clues. You want to model what's already proven to work. And we have a proven blueprint that you follow, working 2 hours a day. And you can get this down to 2 hours. Now, when you're new, until you start, and it takes, you can master, this is a high income skill, you can learn it in 2 hours. You can't master it in 2 hours. You're going to have to spend time, and it's a commitment. You need to be consistent and show up every day. When I say every day, I mean 7 days a week. Because if you start coming on and you don't show up every single day, and you're trying to build an audience on social media, you'll never get anyone to follow you. People want to know you're going to show up, and if you don't think anybody's watching you, I'm telling you they are. I used to think that, and people are watching. They want to know you're going to be there. And if they go looking for you one day and you just decide you're not going to show up, they're going to go follow somebody else. Yeah, thank you, Ron, for liking the live. I really appreciate it. If anybody else wants to like the live, whether you're on my TikTok account or you're on my YouTube channel, I appreciate it. It helps my accounts out. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning, Abby. Where are you coming in from? I was talking about online marketing, making money from home. And today I was asking people, are you getting paid to be on social media? I mean, I am. There was one person, she was honest. She said no. Because a lot of you, you may be spending more time on social media than you realize, and you're not getting paid for it. You get on, you say you're going to stay, just go on TikTok or whatever for 10 minutes, an hour goes by, and then 2 hours go by. Why not get paid for it? And the truth is, a lot of you, when I say, why are you on social media? And hardly anybody wants to answer that. It's because you're looking for a way to make money from home, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want. And so you're jumping around, and it's not just my live you're jumping on, because a lot of us and my colleagues in this industry that we're doing the same thing, they're using live stream. Good morning, Feroz. If I didn't pronounce your name correctly, apologize. Happy Friday. So the question I'm asking today for people is, you're from India. Okay, great. Are you getting paid for being on social media? Because a lot of you're spending time on social media, and you're still looking. Well, Ron, I have a free PDF if you want it. It's an outline of the blueprint we're using. You can go to payudaily.com, or you're on my TikTok account. You can just go to my profile, and the link is there. Is payudaily.com, and opt in, give your email. I'd suggest watch there's 2 videos, read the page. You'll get an email from me with the PDF. You can click it, save it to your computer, download it. It's yours to keep. If you have any questions, you can respond back to the email. I'd be happy to answer questions. But it's digital marketing is what I've done. I've done network marketing. I've done affiliate marketing. I've done high ticket affiliate marketing, and they all work. But they're paying you a percentage, and usually it's 20 to 40%. Like I had a sale when I was doing high ticket affiliate marketing. The person, you live in Concord, North Carolina. Okay, Ron, thanks for sharing. The person bought something through my link. It was $25,000, and I made 27% of that. That's great. I was $6,200 I made from that. I made that in a day. I woke up to it. That is more money than I made in a month when I was still working a job, and that's great. But over 18,000 went to the company. And affiliate marketing, always going to share the profits. Network marketing, high ticket affiliate marketing, and digital marketing, it's master resale rights. Where you buy the product, you get 100% resale rights. The money comes right to you. It doesn't come to the company. You pick a merchant account. I personally like Stripe because they let me withdraw up to $500 every day. And then that money, it only hits my bank account instantly. So you can use, there's tons of them out there. There's Stripe, PayPal, Square. Those are the 3 that most of the people in our group use, but there's others. And then you just attach a bank account to it. That's what I like about digital marketing. I have some of my own products, and I make 100% of that. But with your own products, I have to take care of everything. I created the product, the customer service, and all that. With this, you get the resale rights. You don't have to do customer service. It's digital. There's no shipping. If somebody's got an issue, they can contact the company, and you don't have to deal with it. And that's what I love about it. And you get 100% resale rights. The money comes to you. The company doesn't touch it. The only thing the company gets is there is a one-time $39 fee for you to get your website set up. That goes to the company, and then you fill a form out, and they do. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So good morning, Karina. Thank you for the likes and the heart, Ron. I really appreciate that. If anybody else wants to like my video, whether you're on my TikTok account or my YouTube channel, I appreciate that. Good morning, Carissa. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'm talking today about, and when I ask, I think a lot of people like these lives because you can jump on. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to show your face. You could be laying on your sofa with your phone. You could be on the toilet for all anyone knows. And there's no accountability. You can jump off and on. Thank you, Michelle, for liking my video. I really appreciate it. That's my sister-in-law that's on here. And she lives in North Carolina. Ron lives in Concord, North Carolina. My sister-in-law, she lives in North Carolina too. She's close to, I think, to the city, Charlotte. Michelle, you can correct me on that. Good morning, Carissa. Good morning, DML, Mr. Tapalula. What do people call you? And I think that's why these lives are so popular when people are jumping on. It's very different when you're doing what I'm doing and you're broadcasting live, because I've been doing these. I've been on for about an hour every day. It's outside Raleigh. Okay. And I guess Raleigh's not close to Charlotte. I've been to North Carolina like once or twice. So I'm not really familiar with it. Good morning, Carissa. Thank you for liking the live. I really appreciate it. It helps my account. But today, 2.5 hours. Okay. Today I was talking about, I questioned this. Thank you for, it looks like a heart puff. Thank you for the heart puff. I appreciate it. Talking about, are you getting paid for being on social media? I get paid. There was one person that said she did answer. She answered honestly. She said no. And you're probably spending more time on social media than you even realize. And you may say, oh, you're just going to get on for 10 o'clock. Mr. Tupul, is that what people call you? If you have a question, drop in the comments. I'd be glad to answer it. And I do, if you follow me on TikTok or you follow me on Instagram, I do post 3 videos a day. They're short videos that I'm sharing different things. I did one yesterday about how to, if your social media content's not working, what you can do. That is on my account. I put it up on my stories, but the stories only last for like 24 hours. Good morning, Shar. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. Um, yeah, if you just drop it in the comments, because I'm still going to be here for a little while this morning. You can, if you want, if you don't want to. How to join, Conchita? If you want to join, go up to the top of this where my profile is and it says the real Linda Bomba. Click on that, or just go to payudaily.com. That's my website. There's a place there for you to put your email address in. Watch the 2 videos, read the page. You'll get an email from me. There'll be a link in there. I have a free PDF. It's the blueprint we're using. It's the outline that you can keep that. You can save that, download that to your computer and save it. Um, that's free. The program's not. You can take a look at the program. We teach you the correct way to use social media and build your email list. Good morning, James. If you're using social media, yeah, I've generated tens of thousands of leads using social media for free. But if you are using, I've lost a lot of accounts. If you are using, you don't own your account, you don't control it, you could lose it at any time. I've lost multiple accounts. In fact, the TikTok your account on, I lost. I had one. I had 200,000 followers. I had somebody hack my Instagram account, deleted it. I had 2 other accounts on Instagram. Instagram suspended them, and then they didn't rule in my favor. So I've had to start all over again on TikTok and Instagram. I started posting on both those accounts last June. I just hit 100,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm close to 100,000 followers on Instagram. If you're new, I suggest you pick one social media platform. I'm on multiple platforms. I'm live streaming now. I use YouTube. I'm on my YouTube channel. I'm on my TikTok account. I've been doing this for a long time. And if you're new, you just want to pick one and master it. Do it till you master it. Pick something you like, because if you don't like it, you won't stick with it. Actually, next month, it'll be 14 years I've been doing this. Um, and, if you're brand new, you may not make any money right away. I mean, I didn't make any money the first year I did this. We have people in our group. Somebody just posted the other day. She's been doing this for 8 months and she just got her first sale. And there's people at all different levels, because you see people making money and other people that it may take them a really long time to even get one sale. You have building an audience on social media. This is a relationship business. You don't own your social media account, so you want to get people on your email address, on your email list, so you can continue to keep talking to them. Because I did that when I first started. I was sending traffic to a replicated website. I had no idea what I was doing. They sent me a thing to set up pay-per-click ads, which I did. I spent $3,000 and didn't make any money. And I did that for a year. I knew I needed to get around somebody that's done what I wanted to do. And it's a skill. And there's 2 things in this business. It's mindset and skill set. And you have to master both. If you don't master your mind, it'll master you. And most of us, myself included, when we got into doing this, our mindsets were broke, because most of us were fed a lot of crap, and people tell you can't do this, it doesn't work, you'll never get paid. That's not true. I mean, yeah, there's work involved. If you don't do any work, if you buy a course or you buy a program and you don't do anything, you're not going to make any money. And I've had people buy things for me. Like, I had a woman who bought something. It was costing her $179 a month. I made $100 off of that. It's a commission from an affiliate the affiliate program's not around anymore. She stayed on that. She paid for that for every month for 2 years. And on that particular account, when I logged into my back office, I could see she never had logged in, and she paid for that for 2 years. She finally canceled. I've seen people come into this industry and spend tens of thousands of dollars and do nothing. A lot of people don't make any money. There's a 95% failure rate, but they don't do anything either. And it's not, if you're looking for a quick fix, you need money today, I tell you to go drive Uber. When I lost my job, Uber didn't exist. If you drive Uber today, you get paid today. If you don't have a car, they have a program. They'll help you get one. Uber operates in 70 countries. So chances are that you live someplace that you could do Uber. DoorDash is another one. DoorDash won't help you with a car. I knew somebody that did DoorDash. He used his bike because he didn't have a license or a car. I mean, if you didn't have a license, you can't drive it. Good morning, Courtney. But that kind of stuff didn't exist. And I have people messaging me that they're going to get evicted tomorrow. And this is not a quick fix, and I can't guarantee anybody income. People ask me that, how long it's going to take you. I can't answer that because I don't know you. I don't know your work ethic. I don't know the time and effort you put into it. I don't know if you're coachable and how well you follow instructions, because a lot of people see you tomorrow, Ron. Thanks for jumping on. I don't know any of that about you, so I can't say. And if anybody is guaranteeing you income, I'd probably run away from that because nobody can do that. The people you see making money, and I'm no exception. We're coachable, we're consistent, we show up every day. This is a 7 day a week thing. If you're trying to use social media, and you're trying to build an audience, your email list, and it doesn't matter the reason. You could have a cause you're supporting, and that's okay. Social media works the same way. If you don't show up every day, people are watching you. You may not think they're watching you. I'm telling you, they are. They want to know you're going to be there every single day. And if you don't show up, they'll just go find somebody else who does show up. And most of the people I talk to, um, they're not consistent, and the consistency is really important. So that, I mean, and that's not like a secret. I tell anybody that. And, I see people in our group, they're just going to work Monday through Friday. This isn't a job. This isn't a 9 to 5 job where you get, nights, weekends, and holidays off. Like I've been here every day doing these. I've been posting on my TikTok account, my Instagram account since last June. I've cut over 5,000 videos. Um, Actually, the consistency's never been an issue for me, because it's pain pushing me. And Dr. Michael Beckwith said, pain will push you until your vision pulls you. And that's been 100% true for me. I mean, was at one point, I was so broke, I was cutting mold out of food, hoping I wouldn't get sick. And I'm grateful I'm not in that situation. And now I'm dealing with 2 cancer diagnoses. I don't want to burden anyone. I want to stay in my house, and that takes money. So that pushes me every day. And most of the people I talk to, and because you will have days you don't feel like working. If you have days you don't feel like working, you've got to have something that's going to push you. And also I got to think about, a couple of things, and that's like, I'm over that. I don't feel like working today, because a lot of people, and I can almost guarantee you, if you take this seriously and you start showing up every day, you're going to have days you don't feel like working. If you don't have something, the reason you're doing this, that it's so painful to you. And I've met several women since I've been doing this that wanted to be home with their kids, and I've seen them break through, because most people don't make any money in this industry. And there's a woman by the name of Lisa. I met her over 10 years ago, and she's in our community. She's got a lot of her own products. She made $20 in 18 years. And now she put a post on Facebook. She had a custom house built. She put a picture of her brand new Mercedes. She paid cash for that. She was saying she's going to be able to put her kids through college and pay for it. And that's such a gift you can give your children. And for her to break through like that, because there's a lot of people that have hung around this industry. Good morning, Kevin. In this industry for decades, and most of them have never made any money, or they've made a little bit of money. And her, the length of time now, she's been in this industry like 35 years. She was really young. She had a lot of hard stuff she was dealing with. And if that'll take your focus away. And it was personal and family stuff. And I get that because I've had a lot of that myself. So, yeah, but she broke through. I've never seen anybody break through as much as she has. I think she just launched a $10,000 product. It's a coaching program. Good morning, Angela. If you're jumping on, I asked earlier, I had one person respond, do you get paid to be on social media? And for me, the answer is yes. For most of you that's jumping on, the answer is no. And the one person that did answer, she was honest, and she said no, because the other question I've been asking when I've been doing these is, why are you on social media? I'm on social media. I do online marketing, making money from home, and I teach other people how to do the same thing. A lot of you, you're looking for a way to make money, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you like or you want. And you don't want to say that, and you don't want to ask that question. You don't want to put that in the comments for whatever reason. I think a lot of people like these lies because you can jump on and off. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to show your face. And that's cool and all that. But there's no accountability. TikTok does show me who's coming on. YouTube does not. I know I can see the number of people that are on my YouTube channel, but TikTok shows you that. And I can see, there's people that jump off and then they jump back on. TikTok shows you that. So I find it so amusing. People don't want to answer that. And when I say, where are you from? People don't want to put that in there. Yeah, I'm here. I'm giving out free value. I've personally spent over $100,000 to get around different people and learn from them, because it's skill. And now, when I've lost social media accounts, and I've lost a lot of them, I know what to do. And TikTok, I was so disgusted. I didn't even know that I wanted to get back on TikTok, and I stayed off of TikTok for a year. Um, you don't own your accounts, you don't control them, you can lose them at any time. I had a Facebook group, I had over 60,000 people, and Facebook deleted it. And now YouTube's been on a ramp of, I've been getting emails, they're sending strikes out to people. I got a bunch of them. I got one, a warning's worse, because if you get three on YouTube, and after three of them, you lose your whole account. The strikes, I actually went through I spent quite a bit of time going through, and I've uploaded over 3,000 videos on YouTube, unlisting a bunch of them. I unlisted any of them that I thought that they'd have an issue with. And a buddy of mine that I've been following him for a long time, and I know he put up at least 1,000 videos. He unlisted most all of his. I think he's down to like less than 100 videos now. He's been doing new content, but they all. I went through something last summer. Started in August on Instagram. They kept suspending my account. The first time it was for like 2 weeks, and then they kept suspending it every other day. And you can try to talk to them and say, well, like, why are you doing that? They won't respond to you, unless you know somebody that you got it in. And I'm following the guy on Instagram that's the head of Instagram. If you do message him, it's a bot. So you're not going to get to a real person. That's probably not going to happen on any of these platforms. That's why you can send them if you want to send them. I get things from TikTok to send them some anonymous feedback. I mean, I think I sent them once, but it'd probably be the issues that I know about TikTok, because I got on TikTok in 2020. Good morning, Betty. Good morning, Michael. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to. Good morning, Oreo. I'd love to know why you're on social media. Today I was talking about, are you getting paid to be on social media? One person has answered. She said, no. The answer for me is yes. And a lot of you're probably spending more time on social media than you realize. You say you're going to get on for 5 or 10 minutes, and then it's an hour or two, and you're scrolling. You could be making money. And I do believe a lot of you, when I ask, why are you on social media, that most of you don't answer, because you're looking for a way for making money from home, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want. And you're not just jumping on my live when you see how many different people, because a lot of us that are using this platform, and I just started using live stream recently. I've been doing YouTube and Instagram for a while, and I spent a year in a coaching program with Instagram. And because of what I learned, that's how these accounts I lost on TikTok and YouTube, on Instagram. The one you're on right now on TikTok and my Instagram, I started posting on it last June. I just hit 100,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm close to that in my Instagram account. Good morning, Tijan Country. What do people call you? There's an initial R there. Good morning, Uncle Zeke. What do people call you? Tater, Glitz and Glam. What do people? I know those are your handles. Is that what you're doing? Because most of the time, if somebody goes to your profile and they can't tell you what, there's not anything there that you don't know why they're on the platform, whether it's TikTok or another platform, because you want to optimize your profile. I talked about that last week too, because a lot of you don't have your profiles set up correctly. I do attraction marketing. It's way better to attract people to you than for you to have to, bug family and friends, DM people on social media platforms. And a lot of people are just spamming people. If you send somebody a link to something and they didn't ask you, you're spamming them. And that's not what I've been taught. I've been taught attraction marketing. You're a victim project in the shop. Okay. There's tons of people on. Like, there was a woman. She popped up on my feed. She was a victim of domestic violence. When I was looking at her, there was something with her eyes that weren't right, and she finally got on TikTok. She said it took her 2 years. Her husband was pouring chemicals in her eyes. She lost her one eye. She's had like 5 surgeries. Her other eye, she said, it's only by the grace of God she can see out of it. But she was getting on and sharing her story, and storytelling and marketing is really powerful. Telling her story of what happened, and she ended up in the hospital, and she didn't have the courage to tell the people and he took her to the hospital. What happened? And she got on TikTok and she said, I'm a victim. And she said what happened. And she said, if you're in this situation, that's great. She said, if you're in that situation, you can leave. Because I worked with somebody who she was a victim of domestic violence, and her husband was beating her, and her kids weren't little; they were in college. And it took her. She finally did leave. I'm glad. She would come into work, and she was so black and blue, and she was saying she was falling, and there's no way that the bruises, the black and blue. Thank you for liking my live. I appreciate it. That somebody could get that way from, just falling, and he was beating her. She finally left. I mean, I know most of it, they find it really hard to leave. And this woman who was sharing her story, I mean, there's a lot of other women. There's people on TikTok they're not doing what I'm doing, but they're doing other things. And how many of us live in the United States? And she's getting the word out about domestic violence. Yeah, I mean, there's another woman, her husband set her on fire. I mean, when you hear this stuff and the stories that people have gone through, but she started a TikTok account and she's getting on screen, she's scarred. And a lot of people don't want to get on camera. And there's a lot of people with disabilities that are on, and it's not TikTok, it's all of them. And they're sharing their message because there's other people out there that probably went through the same thing. And social media, there's over 5 billion people on social media. You can use it for free. My mentor has now made like $8 million, and she's probably going to be at a higher number before the end of this year. And she's used social media for free. And that's what she's taught me. She hasn't spent a penny on paid ads. So you can, and you have to learn how to use it correctly, because there's a lot of people that aren't using it correctly. I get private messages from people, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, and sending me stuff that you never want to send something to people. Yes, it does. And the woman that I found that her husband had done that to her eyes. I mean, it took her 2 years. She said she had chances to leave. She was saying that she left the house and he followed her. She went to the park, and there were other people around. He was being really nice. Oh, come back, come back. And she said she was following him. He was in the car in front of her, and there was an exit. She said, I could have gotten off that exit, but she didn't. She went home with him, and that was when he poured the chemicals in her eyes. And he was threatening if she didn't shut up, he was going to pour the chemicals down her mouth, which that probably would have killed her maybe, and like destroyed her insides. But she was too afraid to leave. And that's a lot. I mean, the woman I work with, that seems to be a theme. I've never been in that situation, so I can't speak about it. But it seems like a lot of women are afraid to leave. And she said he would never hurt her children. And unfortunately, I didn't get the rest of the story, but her husband ended up killing himself. Well, he can't hurt anybody else, but what watching her children having to watch what he did to her. Yeah. So, I mean, if you've got a message or a voice about something, you can use social media to do that. You've got over 5 billion people. And I don't have a cause. I have a business. I teach people digital marketing, making money from home. And I got into this industry after I lost my job. I couldn't find another one. And I was broke, unemployed, and in foreclosure. And it sucks. I'm grateful I'm not in that situation anymore. But there's people and there's plenty of people, stay-at-home moms or people working multiple jobs because they don't. Thank you, Taters, Glitz and Glam, for liking my video. I appreciate it. Anybody else, if you want to like my video, whether you're on my TikTok account or my YouTube channel, it helps my accounts out. I really appreciate that. But yeah, you can really use it for anything. And there's people that they've got a message that they're trying to get out. They're trying to share. People, if you have a passion or a cause you're supporting, you can use it. If you have an offline business, you can use it because you could get, if somebody's got a brick and mortar business, it's just not online business. But I've learned how to make money from home. And the job I lost, I had a 2-hour commute, and it was 2 to 3 hours. And I don't miss that. I mean, remember the one day I left at 4:00. It was snowing a little. I didn't get home till after 7:00. I don't miss that. Thank you so much for the fan club. I appreciate that. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Mr. Sad Boy. What do people call you? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Now, one person, she did Taters, Glitz, and Glam. She told me why she's on social media. She advocates for women. She's got and I imagine you might have a website or newsletter maybe that people could subscribe to, but she's using social media for that. You want to learn the correct way to use social media. There's a lot of people that, I mean, they may just be jumping on, they don't know what they're doing, and they're spamming people to death. You never want to send a link of anything to anybody without that person giving you permission. And if you want to go bug family and friends and prospect people in Messenger on social media, you can do that. I did a lot of that, and I was doing network marketing, and that's what they were teaching. Um, and anyway, that works. I signed over 300, personally signed over 350 people. I got totally burned out. I stopped doing that. I was looking for something that's more automated. And this, I have an automated system that's working no matter what I'm doing. Um, you need some more, you could probably search around. There's people that do that. And whether it's if it's whether it's, I think there are people that do it if it's personally, like your house and stuff, or your business. You could probably search on social media or look up some hashtags. Um, Thank you for liking my live. I really appreciate it. I mean, there's people using social media for all kinds of things. And I just, in one of our groups, somebody got her a post, got a community guidelines violation post for TikTok, and I've gotten plenty of them. And I just said to her, I just don't really think they like the platform. They don't like TikTok doesn't like the make money online niche, the work from home, and that's the niche I'm in. They've gotten better. I've been on TikTok since 2020. I lost like 10 accounts. I stayed off of TikTok for over a year. And then I got back on last June. I started posting on this account, and somebody hacked my Instagram account. I lost that. I started posting on both of them last June. Now I just hit 100,000 followers on this account, on my TikTok account, and I'm almost at 100,000 followers on my Instagram account. So I've mastered some skills. I mean, it's the skills you master nobody can take from you, because if you're using social media, you don't own your account, you don't control it, you could lose it at any time. If you post something and they don't like it, you know, someone hacked your main TT account that you had. Yeah, I had like 10 accounts on TikTok. One of mine, I had over 200,000 followers. That was TikTok that they banned me because of the community guidelines violation. Instagram was a different story. There was someone in a group that we were in, and I went in, I was posting some of my results, and apparently this person was targeting people doing that. And they got into my account, hacked it. They ran ads, they went shopping on my cards, and then they deleted my account. I mean, the person was really nasty, because I remember one morning waking up and they're like, you better click this link, you better do what I tell you to do, or you're going to lose your account. And my account was gone like in a couple seconds. And on Instagram, once you lose an account, you can't get it back. That's it. And I know people who've lost a YouTube account or a TikTok account, and they've been able to get their accounts back with a lot of, you're contacting the person I know that lost their YouTube channel, going back and forth with YouTube. She had an assistant, a virtual assistant, that she ended up having to fire her, and her virtual assistant came back and deleted her YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of taters, glitz, and glam. I don't know what your name is, but there's a lot of that on social media and the fake accounts. I've got like at least 10 fake accounts on TikTok. I've got probably more on Instagram. But they take your images. I've had people steal my videos and put them up on their account. And then, Tina, okay, Tina, they stole, they steal your content. And then if I search on TikTok, there's a bunch of ones, fake accounts. The way you can tell a fake account is like on TikTok, my handle is the real Linda Bomba. There's something, if you go look at the handle, that's, there's an extra letter, a number or symbol or something in there that they put, and it looks like my handle, and they take my pictures and my videos, but it's not. And on Instagram, I'm verified, and I pay for that. I've been trying to figure out how to get verified on TikTok. It's a lot harder because they're asking you for a lot more information. And I think I have a love-hate relationship with TikTok. I said that in a group of ours this morning. We have a group on school saying, and you can't. And when they do issue a community guidelines violation, they don't give you really any details. They're using that's exactly, Tina, what they do. They message people. And I tell people, I put something on my Instagram account. It's not me. I don't message people. I don't do crypto or Forex. It's not me. If somebody's messaging you and it says my name, it's not. And I'm verified now. So if the account's not verified, thank you, Michelle. My sister-in-law is on here. She became my number 9 fan in the fan club. Thank you. TikTok does do that. Um, anyway, I just they do that. And I was just telling people it's not me. I don't message people. I'm not on WhatsApp. I'm not on Telegram, because they'll tell you to message them on another platform. That's another thing they do. And so anybody, if you're using social media, it doesn't matter what it is, they try, and especially the more followers you have. And now I broke 100,000 followers on TikTok, like within this past week. They just figure they'll look like me. And I tell people, and TikTok, I'm not verified on. Instagram, I am. Go look at the handle, because mine's on TikTok. It's the real Linda Bomba. There's no extra letters in there. There's no symbols. There's no numbers. There's nothing else in there. And if you look at that, thank you. If you look at their handle, it's not exactly the same. Yeah, it's my picture, because they screenshot shot it, which is easy to do. They're downloading videos I did. It's me in the videos. And they're putting it up on that account. And then they start messaging people, and some of them they get a decent amount of followers. I don't know if they're paying to do that, but and then they start messaging people. Yeah, and unfortunately, in the industry I'm in, there's a lot of scams. Um, and it does give this industry a bad rap. But when I first started, I didn't know anybody until I started meeting people, and some of the mentors I've had, and the mentor I have now. I've never seen anybody pour so much into a community. And we have 55,000 people in our community now. So, I mean, you got to get around the right people. And with what I'm doing, they pay me directly. And I have some of my own products. I haven't been promoting them because they're about TikTok. The money comes right to me, so there's no in between. So, today, actually, my question was, are you getting paid on social media? Tina, I'd say you are. There was somebody else, she said no, because you've got something you've been working on. And it doesn't matter if it's a cause, you're supporting something, you've got an online business, you have an offline business. You need to learn how to use social media correctly. I've been doing these every day. I've been coming on I'm here at 10 a.m. Eastern time every day. I'm just giving out free value, sharing with stuff that I've learned. If you have a question, I'm going to get off this in a few minutes because it's been over an hour. Come back tomorrow, drop it in the comments, or you can send an email to me at lindabomba@payudaily.com. If it's something I know about, I'd be glad to help you. If it's your training and I've done it, I will do it. I don't think it's ethical to train on stuff you haven't done. If I haven't done it, I know a lot of things. I don't know everything, but I can probably give you a resource if you need it. But thank you, Tina, for jumping on. So I will be back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you, everyone, for jumping on. Thank you for liking my video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is not working.